Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we are going to Quaker and we're going to be drag racing for the first time in almost 3 weeks. This is only going to be my second time going to Quaker this year, which is honestly unfortunate because I've just had better opportunities to go to other tracks, and that was more interesting to me. But this is the first time I've been going solo, completely solo. Gabby's got to work late, Sean's busy. I'm gonna be there, and I'm also gonna meet up with my friends like Mike and Seth and Nick with the white twin turbo Camaro. I think I'm gonna race him tonight, which would be really, really cool because a little NA car wants to race a twin turbo 6th gen. His car's making like 13 pounds of boost right now, so it's not fully turned up, but I don't know how much farther it's actually gonna go. Either way, I think that's gonna be a really fun race. But while we're driving there, I do want to show you guys these 2 videos of me hitting a home run in my adult league baseball. I'm in back-to-back games. It was a pretty cool moment for me. So I'll show you guys those 2 clips now.
Oh my God.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was just a really cool moment for me. First time I've hit 2 home runs in the league ever, and then I actually happened to be back-to-back games is even cooler. And the first one was in a tournament game, so that's pretty awesome. I almost hit one out yesterday, but I hit it completely dead center. The center field is 400 feet. I hit it probably all of 380 feet, 390 feet. And if I pulled it any way 10 feet, it would have went over and we would have actually won the game. But besides that, enough baseball talk. I don't know how many of you guys out there care about baseball. It's been something that I've played since I was 5 years old. So 20 years of my life has been baseball. So it's a major part to me. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I get to the track. One more thing, guys. I haven't changed any single thing with second gear, so I'm not even going to try and no lift shift into it tonight. I'm just going to lift shift into it and make sure I get down the track. If I had to give you guys a number, 1070 would be fine with me. 1060, 1070, I'd be fine with that. Not really trying to push for anything crazy. The air isn't great. It's like right now it's still 3000 DA. It's going to be like 26 by the end of the night, so high 2s all day. So if I could see a 10.7, 10.8 lift shifting, I'll be happy with that. Probably low to mid 130s again. So let's get to it. I got a lot of crap in here right now, but that's all right. Don't matter. Well, I spun through first, but I carried the power, so we'll see what it ran. That thing pulled very hard up top. Thank you. Yeah, 162, 60 foot, lift shifting to second. Did a 481 there, 725 at 102. Then did 1108 at 128 out the back. Not too shabby. Can't complain. I mean, I can't really get on it, so that's all right. We'll see how it goes. We're just having fun tonight. Really to see the interesting of the air. All right, well, I'm racing Nick here. Sadly, I'm in the left lane, so he cannot be seen in the video, but I'll at least see how it's going. He's a stock bottom end twin turbo car making about 13 pounds of boost. His first pass, he trapped 125. I trapped 128. So we'll see how it goes.
I kind of missed fourth there. And I didn't even data log, but I stayed in front of him, so that's exciting. I didn't miss it. It took me a little bit longer to get to it, but I stayed in front of him. I treat him though too, so we'll see. I really want to see the video. I'm pretty sure I put a decent gap on him. You know, my little baby old motor car. I'm excited to see this. Even though it took me a little bit longer to get into fourth, I really only came out here to race him, so we'll see how it goes. Better reaction time, 11:36 at 1:22, but I missed fourth. Well, again, I didn't miss fourth. It just took me a lot longer to get into fourth. But, I mean, I mount-hour'd him the whole way down, so. I mount-hour'd him the whole way down other than when I missed fourth. So, if I got into fourth when I needed to, probably would have been a 126, 127 again. But, you know, 3,000 DA, that's probably not bad. And I didn't data log it, and I didn't put a draggy on it. So, it's all right. I just kind of wanted to put a gap on a twin turbo car. That's also why I stayed full interior. I wanted it to be as legit as possible, and kind of did just that. So, yeah, it's fun. Alrighty guys, we're going up for pass number 3. I think the only reason why I didn't run any faster the second pass was because I forgot to hit fourth. You know, things happen like that, I guess. Air's getting a little better, probably dropped 200 DA or so, which, you know, isn't anything massive. But I'm going to get after it with the two-step again, probably set at 4,500 just so I can, you know, that's what I ran the first one, and that's what I'm going to run this time. So, if I run a 10 here, I'm probably just going to go home. If I don't, I might stay for another. It is only 9:30, so I'm probably going to stay for another no matter what, now that I say that. It feels a lot later than what it is. I do have a baseball game tomorrow, but it's not till 1:30, so we're fine there. I'm going to get a 10 here, and then loop back and hit another 10. That would be sick. I don't know what just happened. I'll get back with you guys when I'm in the burnout box. Should be a 10-second car all the time, but with second gear being sensitive, I'd rather lift shift than try and push it, which is kind of unfortunate, but it angers me because the car still traps like crazy. But mile an hour to me kind of seems like a really cool thing over ET, just because this car mile an hour is like crazy, even if the suspension isn't correct. So we're gonna have it in sport mode again. We're gonna launch it at 4,500 RPM, and we will see what happens there. Favorite part about Quaker is there's a deer staring at me right there. It's a buck even. Holy crap. That's so funny. There's 2 deer right there. Yeah, well, I blew the tires off really bad right there, which I think that's the struggle I'm always going to have with the 26-inch tire is I'm going to keep blowing the tires off. So, even though they're slower, it would actually help me go faster because I can hook. I'm just going to go to a 28. I'm really to that point. If I had another 40, 50 horsepower as I'm struggling with it as I already am, I think 28s are a no-brainer. I'm already struggling. Yeah, still did 127, but not very good otherwise. Guys, we're about to go up for pass number 4. Might make one more after this because the lines are going down. It's going to be a lot quicker to get through. I do believe if I run a 10 here or Mike calls it done, I'll just be done too. But not been able to hook very well tonight. Also not trying to miss second. So there's that. I am going to just see if I can run a 10 here and be done. I feel like I say that on every video. I'm like, I'm just gonna end on a 10. My car is such a 10-second car that I feel like I could get out of it a lot more than I actually need to still run a 10, which is kind of my fault. But at the same time, I'm not gonna spin this time, and I am going to still have to lift shift second. So we'll see how it goes. Well, that time, second gear didn't let me go in at all, even going down the track. God, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Oh, it's so frustrating. It is so frustrating. And there's nothing I can do unless I pull the transmission out right now. And my drive shaft, ever since I freaking changed the position of the thing again, it's like jacking my car sideways at 128 mile an hour. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I can tell you exactly what's going on. The 18560. 95 mile an hour in the 8th, but yeah, that's when I missed second. Yeah, that was a bad one. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I think I need to go up to a 28-inch tire just so I can hook. The amount of time that I literally sat there with my foot like this, trying to go like this, holy crap. All right, guys, we're probably going to go for the final pass of the night tonight. It's going to be pass number 5, I do believe. So hopefully I can get a 10 here. That last pass did not like me going into second gear at all. So we'll see how that goes. But till then, I will sit here and wait. KPA is actually looking really good on that bigger velocity stack too at 100 plus. It's like been 99 to 100 the whole time, and the air quality still isn't the best. So maybe when I get back down to 500 DA, it would actually look very good, which is why I spent $140 on a velocity stack and a coupler. So that one felt really good, and it didn't take too long for me to hit second gear. We'll see how the pass looks down here though. Huge shout out to Seth, and I do believe his new girlfriend. they were doing the outside recording because Gabby and Sean decided to not show up. No, they got life. That's the most important thing. But I'm here. I wanted to do some testing with the new intake, and I'm gonna tell you, it freaking works. 1116 at 128, 181 60 foot, 733 to the 8th at 101. Huh. Interesting. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call that a night there. And it sucks I haven't ran a 10 in like a month. But the not being able to hit second gear saying really, really sucks. So that's why I'm down 5 mile an hour, really. So no big deal. We will we'll get the transmission back. I just don't really care to miss second gear, honestly. So we'll see how it goes.
Alrighty guys, to go over some data with the bigger velocity stack, I'm going to be comparing it to my best pass back in April in 500 DA. The best air we saw was 2800 DA, but most of the passes I made were well over 3000. So keep that in mind, but I liked comparing things to my best pass, even in bad air, so then when I get back into good air, it would hopefully be an improvement. So the best cylinder air mass that I've ever seen was 1.207 Gs at Dragway 42 in April in 500 DA. What I saw on Friday was 1.806, something like that. So really only being 0.2 behind my best pass really isn't that bad, because what I'm going to tell you here in a second is actually more impressive. The most amount of KPA that I've seen at my pass at 42, again in 500 DA with the smaller velocity stack, but with the little bit longer tube length, was 101. Hood on, bigger velocity stack, it was still averaging 100 after 100 mile an hour, which to me is very impressive. I will say probably with the longer tube length and the cooler air, the car did seem to hit 100 a little sooner without a hood at 42, but also a 2500 DA swing, to be nice, would be very difficult to, try and compare that. But I know my ET didn't show it, but I actually did like the mile an hour thing on the timer with HP tuners, and it said my 60 to 130 was at 7.07 seconds, which I will say it did feel like it was pulling like a freight train on the second half of the track. Again, second gear, not really being existent, even missing it. Lifting, I actually thought I had it fully in gear on, I think, my second or third pass. That was that was horrible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the back part of the data that I had. I have numbers in my head all day, so really remembering numbers isn't that crazy to me. But that 60 to 130 time was the fourth highest recorded 60 to 130 time, which to me is honestly impressive because of how bad the air was. But I will say my car did feel like a freight train on the back half of the track. On my last pass when I raced Mike in the green SS, from the flyby from like right after the 330 mark, if you see my car just take off from him once I get into second gear, that's pretty crazy. He's a low 12-second car, and I mean, mine's normally a high 10-second car, but mile an hour was still a little down from what I really wanted to be, but with the second gear issue, I could probably tell you I'm losing 2 or 3 mile an hour at least, just by not being able to hit it any faster or consistently. So I'd rather lift and get into gear versus miss and look like an idiot. So that's going to be one thing that I'm going to change this winter for sure. That's why I'm trying to get some money to help pay for the transmission, on top of hopefully getting suspension, hopefully getting the CID heads, and staying NA. After the last post I made, I really want to be unique. I mean, in a world full of boost, I really want to be NA just because it's different. I had a couple old people come up to me at the track even. They're like, hey, where's your nitrous? And I'm like, I don't have any. This is just what the car runs. I mean, to pick up 35 mile an hour in the back half of the track is pretty impressive, if I had to say so myself. One other thing to add was that was also full interior. If I pulled the interior out, I probably would have had two 10-second passes, even with the second gear issues. But really, I only wanted to go there to race Nick and just blow some steam off because with everything that I've had going on recently, it was just nice to go out there and just experience the car that I built and have fun with it. So it's not always about chasing numbers, it's also about having fun. And I think that's going to be more of what I do coming up because I don't have any competitions. Especially, I really wanted to do Cadillac Attack, but with how my transmission is, I really don't want to go there in a heads-up race and blow it. So I might go out there for just to spectate and see like people like Complete Street Performance because he's somebody that I grew up watching with Street Speed 10 years ago. Crazy enough. But yeah, I think from here on out, unless I can send it out to like a local transmission shop, which there is one not very far away in Hinckley, but I'm probably gonna have to call him and see what he really recommends of what I do because I really think that I'm gonna have to get the whole second gear replaced because in the one video that I finally have here, I can hear it grind. I can't hear it in my helmet. So besides that, yeah, until second gear gets fixed, the 9 is going to be put on the back burner. It's still cool to, trap 130 even with all those issues. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace.